Hey, Ronnie Olson, Shady Spring Tigers. I don't know if you know this, Ronnie. Trivia question, real quick. Last time Shady Spring put up 100 back-to-back?
Never, that I know of.
Seemed like it might have been a year when Tommy and I'll have to check the scores.
I know we scored 100, but I didn't know we scored back-to-back 100.
Obviously tonight, and I know you and I have talked about this before, and you kind of dispel the theory that you're a scoring team it's kind of morphed into being more of a scoring team, but it showed tonight. Still, it's all about defense. The press was really good in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, a race, that's what we put up on the board, we're a defensive team first, and that's what won the state championship, and that's what's going to get us back a state title. Not that we didn't play defense this year, but we've got to put things in perspective. Hey, we're a defensive team first. We can score. We're the best of them. We also want to defend, and that's what's always separated our program from everybody else is the way we defend. And I don't care what sport it is. I feel like if you're gonna defend, you have one of the best defenses. You're always going to be in a game. And cliche, call it what you want it to, but they bought in and they're focused. So 4 more.
I mean, obviously you played a really good schedule, and PikeView's not there right now, and
yeah.
But still, is that as good as you see the defense plays in terms of turnovers?
No.
Because the better teams don't turn it over as much.
I mean, they were active early, which is what you want. You can't, we can't ask, more. I thought we had a little lull there in the second quarter, but because it's hard to transition from that fast pace to we wanted to back them off. We wanted to work on some other things. There was no point in running the score up on them, on purpose. Do it within the confines of the game. I have respect for Coach Thompson and PikeView over there, but yeah, I mean, we were definitely active and jumping to pass lanes, and we were really, ball pressure, and it made it hard on them. So mission accomplished. Take care of business early, get them out what they want to do, leave no doubt early, and let's move on to regional game. So that's what we did, and the guys took care of business. It was really happy-go-lucky in the locker room before the game, and I was concerned that maybe they weren't going to come out the way that they did, but they did, and they took care of business, and that's what I'm proud of, a senior-laden team.
Do you get anything out of back-to-back? I mean, you won by 7. You got to play a lot of people. Is that what you want going into the I mean, I guess it makes life easier when you know you're going to win early in a game.
It makes your blood pressure stay down, when you feel like, but you're not. You could have told me before the game that we're going to win. I just don't approach the game like that. I don't want my guys to approach the game like that. I know it's set on the outside, and I'm already tired of people saying they're already crowned us state champions because everybody said that last year too, and there's a reason why we still have a state runner-up trophy in that case.
Yeah, I mean, there's the schedule will ramp back up when you get to Charleston, obviously. How do you guard against that? I mean, because, hey, look, I talked to a coach yesterday and said we preach and preach and preach that this was going to happen. Nobody listened. You know how it is when they're...
I have one ace in my pocket, and that's state runner-up trophy. That's all it needs to speak for itself. We didn't bring it home last year, so there is no reason to be complacent. Anytime we do, I need to remind you guys that we are not defending state champions, and we've got to get back up on that mountain. We've got to take back what's ours because we don't have it anymore, and we want to take it back, and it's going to take a lot, and it's not going to be easy. These are going to be the toughest 4 games mentally, strategically that we're going to be playing. Every game is going to get tougher from here on out. That is not coach speak. We're going to be in a regional championship no matter who we play. Then we're going to be first round, second round, and hopefully the championship. So every game from here on out is going to get tougher.
How many sectionals in a row is that now?
It's 3.
3? Mm-hmm. So you won 3 sectionals in a row. Now I don't ever want to downplay a sectional, but that doesn't seem like that or even the next one are the ones you're playing for. It seems like you just got to collect them on the way.
I was just talking to Coach Jordan and Coach Radford about, man, I remember the days when we used to be excited. We had a couple of sectionals slip between our fingers, a couple, last-minute plays here and there, but, not that you can't win a regional without hosting a sectional, in my opinion. So, it wasn't as exciting because where our program is at, and not only our program, but our expectations. We want to win a sectional, but the confines of there's only, and I hate to say it, one goal, and that's to win a state championship.
Okay, you were excited about winning sectionals back then. Is it more fun this way? It seems like there's more pressure. I don't know.
There's a lot of pressure, and I think that pressure doesn't come from people on social media. It doesn't come from my friends, my family, our community. It comes from the pressure that I made inside of myself, that our kids make for themselves. It's a good pressure. It's a pressure that you want to play with when you're holding yourself to the highest standard, and that's a pressure that we want to have. So, you know, I mean, I'm fine with where we're at, and I'm happy with what we're doing right now.
So, is it fair to say you're not really playing for a sectional championship?
We weren't. We were playing for Charleston. I told him at halftime. You know, obviously, we won a sectional championship. Happens to be that way, but we were playing to go to the state championship game, to play in the state tournament, you know, to play that first round. So, you know, I mean, we didn't overlook a sectional title. It doesn't mean as much to us as a state championship does, and that's just because our standard of what we expect.
Are you worried about saying if we're overlooking a sectional, that's maybe overlooking, not overlooking an opponent, but you say, you know, I mean.
No. Because one goes through with the other. You can't get to one without taking care of the other.
Right.
And it's not overlooking. It's, hey, we're taking care of business. We're approaching this with a big picture. It's not, hey, let's get by PikeView to get to the state championship game. It's let's get better tonight. Let's challenge ourselves, even if we don't get challenged on the floor. And let's hold ourselves accountable to a high standard.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to say it, because, I mean, I don't know if I'm conveying it right yet.
Yeah.
So the sectional it means something, but not really that much.
It means something, you know, maybe in the grand scheme of things down the road. But to me, right now, a sectional is not what I'm excited for now.
So it's almost like the excitement of winning it. Not as
no. Let's move on to the next thing, which is a regional. Now you give me you know, I want to win the first round of the state title more than I would want to win a sectional, but you can't get there. You know, I'm an honest guy. You know, we don't overlook a sectional, but you know. When you have a team that you know can win a state championship, a sectional is expected, regional is expected. So state championship is the only thing that we're concerned about. And in the way, we got to knock those other obstacles down. That's a sectional, regional, and two games in the state championship and in the states.
Ronnie, I know you got to roll out of here for late dinner. So, hey, I appreciate it.
Thank you.